We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
In motion, Hill. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. When you look at this defense, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Allen now looks to throw. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Allen. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, they'll try to run a reverse here. Hill shedding the tackle. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Cook up the gut. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. You talk about this Miami defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
To throw, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. They've got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robbie Chosen, 77 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Bass on for the extra point. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, I don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Pass midfield. Jalen Waddle. One man to beat, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders on for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Braxton Berrios deep for Miami. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what. Third down. All you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field. But that's...
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Allen. Slant route to Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second down and 8. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Allen going to audible to a different look. Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain there of 21 yards.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Here's Allen to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Coleman. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now this time, Allen will throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. That he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills are back within a couple of the lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Bills 20.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Once again, it's Mostert. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The Dolphins at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Motion man is Schwartz. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
And Achane is someone the Dolphins are expecting a lot from in his sophomore season. He's an electric playmaker who every time he touches the ball feels like he could go the distance.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Tua going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 44 yards. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And how about this? Here comes a reverse. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's second down.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Allen to throw once more. Flush to his right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they'll send Miller in motion right. Now Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Allen going to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Play action. Now it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion, Hill. Off a play action, Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards.
Well, Josh Allen just might have the strongest arm in the NFL, and at 6'5", he can put his whole body into it too. And this, an absolutely gorgeous throw. Perfect arc, and it results in a big, big pickup.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Bills 20.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
From the 36, Allen flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. On play action, Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Allen now looks to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw caught by Achane. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Third and 5. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A give, running right, Achane. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second and 16. Again, it's Achane. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Motion man is Schwartz. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw, it's Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over first and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Second down. Here's Mostert again. Now inside the 25. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Right. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing now is Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's Allen to throw it. And, oh, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Allen. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They hand it off to Mostert. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Up the middle, Achane. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The Dolphins on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That ball caught. It's chosen. Down to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robbie Chosen with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Bills 27. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes a reverse. Fighting his way through contact. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
from the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Powerful running. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Here's Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Allen off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One final try here for Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
Miller in motion right. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Allen again. Looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Allen. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Allen, got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Going deep this time for Miller. And this is taken in at the 5. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Tua going to give this to Wright. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Still no pressure. They got out breathe.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's a